Hey, everybody, get cozy because tonight we're diving into a cauldron of fun with top 10 spooky tales for family night. Don't worry, I checked under the bed and in the closet. These stories are all about good times and goosebumps, perfect for the whole family. Gather round, grab your favorite snacks, and get ready for some spooky tales that'll tickle your funny bone and send a shiver down your spine. From haunted mills to ghostly gadgets, we've got a frightfully delightful lineup that's sure to make this a family night to remember. So, dim the lights, snuggle up close, and let's embark on this spine-tingling journey together. Our first stop takes us to the outskirts of Maple Creek, where the old, weathered timbers of the Miller's Mill stand silhouetted against the moonlit sky. Locals will tell you it's haunted by the ghost of Old Man Miller himself. They say Miller loved that mill more than anything, spending his days and nights there, grinding grain and whistling tunes. Some say he's still there, his spirit lingering amongst the creaking floorboards and dusty machinery. Legend has it that if you stand on the old bridge crossing the river at midnight and whisper "Miller, grind my woes away," you'll hear the ghostly grinding of the mill wheel, and your troubles will vanish by morning. Is it true? Who knows? But it makes for a spine-tingling tale, don't you think? Now, let's zip ahead to the digital age, where even ghosts seem to have gotten tech-savvy. Our next story revolves around a haunted smartphone. Imagine this. You find a smartphone, sleek and shiny, just lying on the sidewalk. You pick it up, hoping to find the owner, but the screen lights up with a life of its own, displaying a single message. Let's play a game. Creepy, right? But wait, it gets even weirder. The phone starts ringing, and when you answer, all you hear is a faint, distorted giggle. Then, the phone's GPS kicks in, guiding you on a wacky scavenger hunt through the city, leading you to places you never knew existed. Maybe it's a long-lost friend, a forgotten dream, or maybe, just maybe, a delicious ice cream parlor you never knew was tucked away on a quiet side street. Because even ghosts, it seems, have a sweet tooth. Our next tale takes us deep into the heart of Whispering Woods, a place shrouded in mystery and steeped in local lore. It's said that if you listen closely as you wander beneath the ancient trees, you'll hear the whispers of the woods themselves, sharing secrets from centuries past. Legend has it that long ago, a young shepherd used to lead his flock to graze in the meadows bordering the woods. One day a thick fog descended, and the shepherd, disoriented, wandered into the woods, unable to find his way back. As darkness fell and the shepherd feared he was lost forever, he heard the soft whispers of the woods guiding him, leading him along unseen paths, until he stumbled out of the woods safely back to the meadow where his worried sheep awaited him. To this day, the legend of the Whispering Woods lives on, a reminder that even in the deepest, darkest woods, there's always something magical watching over us, guiding us back home. Get ready for a story about a phantom with a penchant for teaching. This friendly phantom resides in the Old Town Library, a majestic building filled with towering bookshelves, dusty tomes, and the faint scent of aged paper. He's not there to scare anyone, mind you, but rather to share his love of knowledge, albeit in his own unique and slightly eerie way. Imagine this. You're engrossed in a particularly captivating book, the kind that transports you to another world, when suddenly the lights flicker and a cold breeze whispers past your ear. You look up, and there, hovering between the bookshelves, is a translucent figure, a mischievous twinkle in its eyes. This is the Phantom, and he's about to make learning an adventure. He might point you to a hidden passage in the library, leading to a secret room filled with forgotten treasures, or he might whisper riddles in your ear, challenging you to solve them using clues hidden within the books. But here's the thing about the Phantom's lessons. They always teach you something valuable, whether it's the importance of curiosity, the power of knowledge, or simply the joy of a good book. So, the next time you're at the library, keep an eye out for the Phantom. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're about to dive into a tale that's equal parts spooky and hilarious. It all goes down on a farm, a place usually filled with the sounds of mooing cows and crowing roosters. But one particular night, things take a decidedly spooky turn. Picture this. It's a dark and stormy night. The wind howls outside, rattling the barn doors, and the animals are all huddled together, their eyes wide with fear. Suddenly, the lights flicker and go out, plunging the barn into darkness. Then the mooing starts. But it's not the usual gentle mooing of contented cows. This is different. It's deeper, louder, and it seems to be coming from everywhere and nowhere all at once. It turns out the culprit behind this farmyard fiasco is none other than a mischievous little lamb who'd gotten lost in the barn. Seems the little guy had wandered into the fuse box and accidentally tripped the power, causing the blackout. And that spooky mooing? Well, the lamb had found an old megaphone and was having a grand old time amplifying his voice. It just goes to show, sometimes the spookiest situations have the silliest explanations. Get ready to chuckle with this next story, because it features a ghost who's more likely to make you laugh than scream. This is the story of the Laughing Ghost, a mischievous spirit who loves nothing more than a good prank and a hearty guffaw. Imagine this. You're walking home late one night, the streetlights casting long, eerie shadows on the sidewalk. Suddenly, you hear it, a faint giggling coming from the shadows up ahead. You slow down, your heart pounding, as the giggling gets louder, transforming into full-blown, infectious laughter. You peek around the corner, and there, bathed in the pale moonlight, is a shimmering figure, its spectral hand clutching its stomach as it shakes with laughter. You might be scared, but the ghost's laughter is so contagious that you can't help but crack a smile. Who knew ghosts had such a good sense of humour? Gather round, friends, as we swap a tale that's best told under a starlit sky, huddled around a crackling campfire. This is the story of the Campfire Shivers, a tale that sends chills down your spine. Imagine this. You and your friends are camping in the wilderness, the flames casting dancing shadows on the trees. The air is filled with the scent of pine needles and wood smoke, and the only sounds are the crackling fire. Someone suggests sharing spooky stories. One by one, you take turns spinning tales of strange encounters and unexplained mysteries. Then, it's your turn. You begin your story, your voice low and suspenseful, building the tension with each moment. You describe a shadowy figure lurking at the edge of the woods, its eyes glowing menacingly in the darkness. Just as you reach the climax, a twig snaps behind you. Everyone jumps, their hearts pounding. You all turn to look, but there's nothing there. Was it just your imagination, or was there really something out there listening to your every word? The campfire shivers linger long after, a reminder that sometimes the scariest stories are the ones we tell ourselves. Our next story proves that not all ghosts are out to scare you silly. In fact, some can be downright friendly, even helpful. This is the tale of a heartwarming encounter with a ghost who just wants to lend a hand, or rather, a spectral spatula. Picture this. You're home alone, baking up a storm in the kitchen. You're whipping up a batch of your famous chocolate chip cookies, the aroma of warm vanilla and melting chocolate filling the air. You're just about to take the cookies out of the oven when, suddenly, the oven door swings open, and a plate, seemingly out of thin air, floats over to the counter. You watch in astonishment as an ethereal hand reaches out, gently placing a spatula beside the plate. This friendly ghost, it seems, has a sweet tooth and a knack for knowing when a batch of cookies is ready. From that day forward, the ghost makes its presence known whenever you're baking, always there to lend a ghostly hand and ensure your baking adventures are a resounding success. Who needs a sous chef when you have a baking-loving ghost on your side? Get ready for a heartwarming tale about a monster who's not as scary as he seems. This is the story of Benny, a big, furry monster with a heart of gold, who just wants to make friends but always seems to scare everyone away. Benny lived in a cave high up on Monster Mountain, a place with a bit of a reputation for being, well, monstrous. But Benny was nothing like the scary creatures people imagined. He loved to paint, listen to classical music, and bake the most delicious carrot cake. One day, Benny decided he was tired of being lonely. He wanted to make friends with the people in the village below. So he put on his best bow tie and made his way down the mountain with his freshly baked carrot cake. But when the villagers saw Benny, they panicked. They called for the village monster hunter. Poor Benny was heartbroken. But then, a little girl named Lily approached Benny, curious rather than afraid. She took a bite of Benny's cake, declared it delicious, and asked Benny to play hopscotch. And that's how Benny, the misunderstood monster, finally made friends, proving that sometimes all it takes is a little courage, a delicious carrot cake, and a kind heart.
Our final tale is a light-hearted reminder that the spirit world isn't always about spooky chills and eerie encounters. Sometimes it's about curiosity, connection, and a shared love of, well, in this case, rubber duckies. Imagine this. You're at a carnival, the air buzzing with excitement, the aroma of popcorn and cotton candy filling the air. You're trying your luck at the ring toss, hoping to win a prize, when you notice something strange. One of the prizes, a bright yellow rubber ducky wearing a sailor hat, keeps winking at you. You blink, thinking your eyes are playing tricks on you, but every time you look back, the ducky winks again, its little beak curving into a mischievous smile. You soon discover that the carnival booth is haunted by a playful spirit who loves nothing more than using the rubber ducky to connect with the living. The spirit you see was once a child who'd won that very same rubber ducky at the carnival many years ago. Now, the spirit uses the ducky to spread a little joy, reminding everyone that even in the afterlife, it's the simple things, the little moments of connection, that truly matter. So, the next time you're at a carnival, keep an eye out for the winking rubber ducky. You never know what friendly spirit might be trying to say hello. Wow, what a ride! From haunted mills and ghostly gadgets to friendly phantoms and misunderstood monsters, we've journeyed through a whole lot of spooky fun tonight. I hope these tales have tickled your funny bone and sent a few delightful shivers down your spine. Now it's your turn. Share your favorite family-friendly spooky stories in the comments below. I can't wait to read them all. Until next time, sleep tight, or try to. Bye, everybody.